preceding program was a paid commercial, which has been paid for by the advertiser whose products and/or services were featured in this program.
Kentucky Secured, your home security expert.
No more. No first. Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
At Hughes & Coleman, we're committed to helping people who get injured.
With the outbreak of the coronavirus, we understand you might be afraid to leave your home to get legal help.
We want you to know that you can get the help that you need just by picking up the phone.
Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
A short while ago, an injured worker left me a message that said, "You probably won't call me back. I'm just a nobody." Those words stunned me, and I called him right back. Nobody's a nobody, and no one deserves a better firm than you. After my brother Tim's accident, I set out to build an injury firm my own family would hire. And today, as America's largest injury firm, there is no other firm I would hire. All law firms are not the same. There's only one you, there's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Zucker is the free app to find great deals to local restaurants and merchants. Find coupons, join local businesses' loyalty clubs, and play games right from your mobile phone. Save 50% at local restaurants like Roosters, O'Neill's, Poppy's, and many more. Help support local businesses while you save money. Check out all the great deals on Zucker. Check it out. Download Zucker and start saving big today.
Xooker. Zucker.
After a car or truck wreck, you have questions. Will you get better?
Will you miss work?
Who's going to pay for these medical bills?
For your vehicle?
For everything you've gone through.
Everyone should be paid what they deserve without fighting for it. But that's not how it works in Kentucky.
You can get through this tough time.
We call that Kentucky courage.
After a wreck, you want Morgan, Collins, Yeast, and Salyer. Visit KentuckyCourage.com or call 1-800-55-WILDCAT.
When you're in a car wreck, you know who to call.
Call Hughes & Coleman.
800-800-4600.
Studies show people who call a lawyer on average get up to 3 times more money.
That's a lot of shakes.
Hughes & Coleman. 800-800-4600.
It is 7 o'clock on Friday, July 3rd. Here's what's coming up on the Fox 56 Morning Edition. We're tracking the investigation into an overnight shooting here in Lexington.
Plus, find out which areas of Kentucky are seeing a spike in COVID-19 cases.
And the show must go on. What you need to know about area fireworks shows during the pandemic.
The Fox 56 Morning Edition starts now.
Well, good morning, and we welcome you to the Fox 56 Morning Edition from WDKY. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. It's good to have you with us. It is Friday. We've almost made it to the weekend, which is a big holiday weekend, of course.
That's right, 4th of July and all kinds of celebrations, though they'll have to be adjusted a lot this year, certainly. But hot weather, it's here, just like usual for the 4th. So let's check in with Jim for the forecast.
Everything's coming together quite nicely as far as climatologically speaking. It's all coming together like it should. Right now, we look in on sunrise down in Somerset. Look at that. It's just a beautiful start to the day. But you can see haze. You can see some fog. You can see all of those elements off in the distance as well. Temperatures are all over the 60s and even a few low 70s out there. But look down in Somerset. It's down to 61 degrees. That is downright comfortable when you compare that to some of the mornings we've had here recently that have been around 70 or better. Now, as we cruise along, we'll see those numbers come back up. I mean, we're in the mid-80s by noon and then 87 degrees or so by 5 o'clock. Some of you might be just a little bit warmer than that. We'll take a closer look at all of those numbers, including the heat index forecast for the holiday weekend.
Okay, that is very shortly. We'll see you then. Thank you, Jim. Leading our news, one person is dead and another is in the hospital after an overnight shooting situation in southern Kentucky.
Bobby Ross is facing several charges, including murder. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office says he shot 2 men in the Sloans Valley area last night. Estel Ridner died at the scene. Another man, Danny Ridner, was airlifted to UK Hospital. State police are helping with the investigation.
We're also tracking an overnight shooting in Lexington that happened about 4:45 this morning. Police were first called out to Center Parkway for a report of shots being fired. Somebody heard that, and then they found the victim nearby on Cananero Drive. He's been taken to the hospital with what appeared to be non-life-threatening injuries. Police are still looking for the shooter.
Also overnight in Lexington, a family home was damaged. The fire started around 12:45 this morning on Peachtree Road, that is in the Woodhill area. Crews say there was a lot of smoke coming from the home when they arrived on scene. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the home suffered quite a bit of damage. Turning now to the ongoing pandemic, Lexington is seeing its biggest jump in coronavirus cases to date.
Health leaders announced 46 new cases. Now, outside of the Federal Medical Center, that is the largest single-day increase there's been. The health department says a lot of these cases are coming from people who are returning from vacation. They're asking travelers to do some research before heading out.
Look to see what's happening in that community in terms of the COVID-19 response. If cases are swelling in those areas, you may want to, if possible, consider going someplace else, changing your plan.
The health department expects to see a rise in cases a few weeks after this holiday weekend if people don't follow guidelines.
3 student athletes and 3 staff members at Eastern Kentucky University have now tested positive for COVID-19. EKU's vice president says they've been in isolation. The athletics department will also alter schedules for voluntary workouts. The university is working with health officials to notify anyone who may have been exposed.
Laurel County is reporting a surge of coronavirus infections. Cases in the county quadrupled in June. The health department says that between March and May, there were just 21 cases. In June, more than 100 cases were reported. Health leaders say people need to take the virus seriously, even as restrictions are lifted.
People are fatigued with COVID-19, and they want to resume doing normal activities. We are in the summer months, and people are more active. People are doing things together, in groups.
Health leaders say the cases are not connected to churches or other large gatherings.
It's not just Laurel County seeing a spike right now. We're going to pull up a map for you to show you where other areas are being affected right now. This map compiled by Harvard University. It tracks data over the last week for each county in the U.S. 9 counties in Kentucky are listed as having an accelerated spread of COVID-19, and that includes Fayette County. The state's highest rate of cases is Knox County. Now, here's where we stand as a state. Governor Andy Beshear announced 239 new cases yesterday, bringing our state total past 16,000. 9 more people have died from the virus. At least 581 Kentuckians have died altogether. More than 4,700 people have recovered. We do think that number is actually drastically higher than that because not all facilities report their recoveries.
Right, and we know that there are some who it's taken a long time, but they have overcome it. Yeah.
Well, it's because of the pandemic that this year's 4th of July celebrations are looking a lot different.
Olivia Russell is live in Lexington now to explain what you need to know before the big fireworks show.
Well, things are very different this year, Bill and Andrea, but one thing that will happen for sure, probably the biggest 4th of July tradition that we all know, is the fireworks show. The city of Lexington is still planning on having that tonight at 10 o'clock, or tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. They'll be launched from the R.J. Corman site here at the corner of West Main and Oliver Lewis Way, just like they were last year. We're told this year's fireworks will be bigger and better than ever, though. Organizers are hoping people can see them from home, but if you can't, you can drive closer, find an empty parking lot, and watch from there. The city is still encouraging people to keep their distance from others, though. They say the reason the show will go on is because people are able to watch from so far away.
The best thing that we could do was to do the fireworks show, because we knew we could do that and still offer people viewing from, farther away and not next to each other and still social distancing. So that was really about the only thing that we could do. And we wanted to do something special in this time where there hasn't been a lot of special things happening.
But this year's Bluegrass 10,000 is something else that has been changed. It's not canceled, but it's been moved virtually. People have from now until the 7th to go out and run and then enter their times online. Reporting live in Lexington, Olivia Russell for the Fox 56 Morning Edition.
All right, just have to make big adjustments. And Richmond is also changing up its 4th of July celebrations because of the pandemic. There won't be any musical performances or vendors. There will be a big fireworks display, though, at Lake Reba. People are being asked to watch the show from their cars in any of the parking lots around the lake. Fireworks will begin at 10 o'clock Saturday night. Coyote FM will be playing patriotic music on the radio, kind of setting the scene before the show.
Clark County is kicking off the holiday weekend with a fireworks display of their own tonight. It'll be held at Likens Park in Winchester. The gates will open at 8 o'clock. The fireworks will start as soon as it gets dark. Spectators are being asked to follow social distancing guidelines.
You know, the 4th of July can be a difficult time for veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Jeremy Harrell says he used to dread the weeks leading up to Independence Day. When he realized his kids wanted to participate in fireworks celebrations, he decided he needed to change his outlook. He has a few tips for vets who want peace of mind through the holidays.
And what I would, recommend to other veterans who struggle with the sounds is to be where the sound is so you can physically see that this is a firework. It's not, any other kind of explosion.
The Veterans Club has resources for veterans hoping to adjust, and we do have a link to their website on foxlexington.com.
7:08 is the time this morning. It is already very, very warm out there. Jim was telling us that by the middle of the day, we're going to be in the mid-80s, and then it keeps climbing.
But the feels like is what's going to be really painful. Right. Let's check in with him right now.
Yeah, we are going to really watch those numbers go up just a little bit out there toward the afternoon and evening hours. What we have for you currently, we're tracking some real heat, especially to our south and west. We will also see some of that start pushing into the area here over the next several days. Right now, 65 in Lexington. That's not awful. Look off to the north, though. Way off to the north. That's nice and refreshing. We'll try to get there before you know it, guys. But right now, we're just on the steamier side.
All right, a pattern that continues. We'll have Jim's full forecast shortly. Right now at 7:09, we want to check on traffic. Remember, this is a holiday morning for many, and that's being reflected in what we're seeing with the traffic.
Yeah, isn't it obvious there at Harrodsburg and Manowar? This shot courtesy of the LFUCG live drive camera. And with that lighter traffic situation we're dealing with, we have no accidents or delays to pass along.
It's one of those days, check ahead, because where you're going may or may not be open today. It's one of those deals. All right, history is made at Keeneland, and this time it's off the track.
We'll have the details straight ahead in our business news.
At Value City Furniture, we think that every moment in your home, in your life, deserves great furniture. And now, you deserve the Great Give Back, where we'll give you back your first 3 payments with our 60-month no-interest financing, so you can get back to moments that matter most. The Great Give Back, going on now only at Value City Furniture.
The experts at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries offer free design services to create your perfect room. It's the 4th of July sale. Right now only, you can save on recliners, starting from $2.99. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Since the beginning of time, humans have been quite clever at inventing things that make life easier. Like the wheel. Like the Rambox cargo system. And backup cameras. Really big backup cameras. Since we know everyone likes easy, Glenn's Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram makes truck buying easy with everyday low prices. An endless selection of Rams to choose from and top dollar for every trade. If you like easy, you'll love Glenn's Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Easy to find, easy to buy, easy to save.
Fire up your 4th of July at Furniture World Superstore with spectacular savings on Kentucky's biggest and best selection of beautiful sofas, sectionals, and reclining furniture, dining sets, and bedroom furniture. Get a great night's sleep on a new Sealy, Stearns & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic mattress. Plus, up to 60 months interest-free financing on select items. It's stars, stripes, and savings during Furniture World Superstore's 4th of July sale. Going on now.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
Imagine a place where fun, family, and friends are always in season, and that is what you will find at Windsor Gardens in Georgetown, Kentucky. We are a privately owned senior living community that provides programs and services in both our assisted living and memory care communities to offer the support you need to continue the life you love. We offer amazing amenities as well as a variety of floor plans, and we invite you to visit us for a tour. Come find your new home at Windsor Gardens.
Find your keys. Find your get up and go. Find pants that aren't sweats. Find your friends. Find your sense of wonder. Find the world is new again. At Chevy, we'd like to take you there. Now, during the Chevy Open Road Sales Event, get up to 15% of MSRP cash back on select 2020 models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
The experts at Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries offer free design services to create your perfect room. It's the 4th of July sale. Right now only, you can save on recliners, starting from $299. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
This portion of the Morning Edition is brought to you by Fayette's Heating and Air.
Sun is up and bright in the sky down over Somerset this morning here on this 3rd day of July. You can see it hanging out there, and we're going to have plenty of it over the next several days as well. It's going to help us bake a little bit. Same thing happening here in Lexington. You can see the light starting to show up on all of the buildings there and on the treetops as the sun is in this direction, so back this way. And we're looking west down Winchester Road there, back toward downtown and off beyond that. Current temperatures running in the low, mid, upper 60s, and even 70s. Jackson's at 70 degrees right now. At 64 at Richmond, 65 in Lexington. As we cruise through the day today and especially tomorrow, we're going to see those numbers jump, especially when you add the temperature to the humidity. You put them together, you get the feels like, or the heat index. And here's where we go on Saturday, the 4th of July, which will likely feature a lot more folks out and about, maybe at the lake, and trying to stay socially distant as you are out there wandering around doing whatever it might be that you're doing. We're running in the low 90s for heat indices out there on Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. On Sunday, the other part of the holiday weekend, we'll likely see 92, 93, 94. Again, low to mid 90s. I think Monday has a chance to be even hotter than that. But that's when things return to normal for a lot of folks as they head back to work after what is going to be in some cases, a longer weekend for those of you that are out today. Fox radar, no precipitation, and that's the way it'll look, I think, all day today. Most of tomorrow, there might be a stray shower or two, better shot tomorrow than what we have out there today. And then a little more activity should start developing on Sunday. I reveal that here in this hour-by-hour forecast. Notice today stays nice and dry all day long. Mix of sun and clouds out there for you. Once Saturday starts to come together for us, we look toward the early morning hours and into the afternoon and evening. The heat is here, certainly, but at the same time, the showers are starting to show up as well. So we'll get the scattered risk developing out there across most of northern central Kentucky and eastern Kentucky as well. Even though it's not painted right over top of you at that point, it'll get there. That'll fade away. But then Sunday gets here with maybe a little extra moisture around, a better shot of some of those showers and thunderstorms as our temperatures stay up there around 90 degrees. 90 is the limit for us in most cases, or the median in our forecast, because we'll have some low. We'll have some folks come in lower than that in the upper 80s, some going well into the low 90s. So 90 is kind of the middleman here in this whole forecast. You look at the 7-day forecast into the future, and there you see those numbers, upper 80s, low 90s, upper 80s, low 90s, and, of course, the return of better rain chances going into next week.
Yeah, you add in some humidity with those temperatures, and it is pretty brutal out there for the next several days. Jim, thank you so much. 7:16, and let's check and see how Wall Street is starting the day. As you can see there, the major market indicators were all up in Thursday trading. A Scott County movie theater will be temporarily closing for a second time because of the pandemic. And that tops this morning's Fox 56 Bluegrass Business Report. Theaters of Georgetown says it will close after its last show on Sunday. It plans to stay closed until new movies are released in theaters. Churchill Downs' unusual spring meet has come to a close, and the track made $240 million through the 27-day meet. That's a 53% increase from the same time last year. No guests could attend this time around, but bettors were able to watch the races on TV and then place their wagers almost exclusively online. Keeneland's president and CEO, Bill Thomason, is retiring at the end of the year. His successor will be Shannon Bishop Arvin. Arvin has canceled. The track has been corporate counsel since 2008 and has served as a member of the board of directors since 2015. She'll be the 8th president of the track and the first woman to serve in the position. Congratulations to her and to the retiring president as well. How can the naked strip down anymore? That's an ongoing question. Well, the answer is coming up inside this morning's Look Inside Entertainment.
No more, no first. Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
'Tis the season to be jolly. You know I don't believe in Christmas trees, and yet here it is on the next Last Man Standing.
Tonight at 6 on Fox 56.
The coronavirus is changing the way we live our lives, but seriously injured people still need help.
So we've introduced a system where we can take care of your case almost completely electronically.
Hughes and Coleman, 800-800-4600.
Yeah, Sam, Elmo.
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
We see Kentucky courage in hospitals, gas stations, and grocery stores.
At Morgan Collins East and Salyer, we want you to be safe.
If you need Social Security, disability, workers' compensation, or help with a personal injury case, let us help you over the phone.
You may be home, but you're not alone.
You take care of your health. We'll still fight for you.
What do we call neighbors helping neighbors? Kentucky Courage.
1-800-55-WILDCAT, Morgan Collins, Yeast and Salyer.
If you do anything with regularity, you should get massaged with regularity. Your health and safety is always a top priority at Massage Envy. Keep your body working.
Kelsey was keeping chill with the scent of New Gain with Essential Oils detergent. She was really feeling it when she remembered everything. You've got this, girl. Just inhale and repeat. New Gain with Essential Oils detergent.
Is President Trump's promised border wall really getting built? Was there a fence that you crossed? How did you cross?
Just a barbed wire fence.
A reality check on the next full measure.
Sunday morning at 10 on Fox 56.
When you're in a car wreck, you know who to call.
Call Hughes and Coleman.
800-800-4600.
Studies show people who call a lawyer on average get up to 3 times more money.
That's a lot of shakes.
Hughes and Coleman. 800-800-4600.
On the next Big Bang Theory.
You guys want to make this more interesting?
By establishing a double-blind protocol so we have a foundation to publish? Yes.
Meet Sheldon's tiniest test subjects.
I think these guys need to get some food. These diapers are going to be full of data.
Next Big Bang.
Tonight at 6:30 on Fox 56.
President Trump promised a border wall, but is there real progress? We investigate on the next full measure.
Sunday morning at 10 on Fox 56.
The soundtrack to Will Ferrell's new comedy is topping the charts. Rick Damigella has this morning's Look Inside Entertainment.
The music of Eurovision is a hit. The soundtrack album to the Will Ferrell comedy Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga, has gone to #1 on the iTunes charts in 5 countries and #1 on the Apple Music Soundtracks chart in 24 countries.
Thought I made it clear, do I have to say it? It was always there, we just didn't see it.
But perhaps the best part of the soundtrack's success story is the Fire Saga song Husavik, My Hometown, has hit #1 on Spotify's top 200 chart in the town of Husavik, Iceland, where the fictional film singing duo are from.
Fall back in love eventually.
News New Zealand indie pop band The Naked and Famous have dropped a stripped-down version of their hit song Youngblood. The acoustic rendition of the synth-pop hit was recorded as part of their Quarantine With Me sessions. The original video for Youngblood has over 26 million views on YouTube. The Naked and Famous are set to drop their new album Recover on July 24th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
I'm sorry. Never mind. The time now is 7:22. Fox 56 2-minute drill is next.
Good morning, everybody. We've got basketball recruiting news concerning the Wildcats, a basketball camp at Transy, and some big-time news at Keeneland. That's on the way.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on Fox 56.
If you've been wrongly injured, then time's not on your side. The law limits the time you have to file a lawsuit. If you wait too long, then your right to recover money for your injuries may be lost. Call Becker Law now. Just dial 3s.
There's never been a better time to discover the new Sleep Outfitters. You can shop safely, sleep better, and save like never before. During the 4th of July sale, get up to $800 off select adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a free box spring with select Sealy mattresses, a $300 value, yours free. And up to $300 in free gifts. So come get outfitted for your best sleep ever at the 4th of July sale, going on now at Sleep Outfitters.
We basically closed our country as the pandemic swept across our land, killing mostly our elderly and ill. You see, life is precious. But think of this. Medical malpractice is the third leading cause of death in America. 400,000 deaths a year. That's 2 jumbo jets crashing every single day, and yet not one news story or warning. And that doesn't even count birth defects or nursing home injuries. In times like these, you can count on us. Morgan & Morgan.
With my hepatitis C, I felt I couldn't be at my best for my family. In only 8 weeks with Maverit, I was cured.
I faced reminders of my hep C every day.
I worried about my hep C.
But in only 8 weeks with Maverit, I was cured.
Maverit is the only 8-week cure for all types of hep C. Before starting Maverit, your doctor will test if you've had hepatitis B, which may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV-1, or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take. Don't take Maverit with anizanavir or rifampin, or if you've had certain liver problems. If you've had or have serious liver problems other than hep C, there's a rare chance they may worsen. Signs of serious liver problems may include yellowing of the skin, abdominal pain or swelling, confusion, and unexplained bleeding or bruising. Tell your doctor if you develop symptoms of liver disease. Common side effects include headache and tiredness.
With hep C behind me, I feel free.
Fearless, because I am cured.
If you can't afford your medicine, AbbVie may be able to help.
Wrongly injured? Time's not on your side. Don't risk your right to recover. Call Becker Law now. Just dial 3s.
Good morning, everybody. 5-star center Maker says he is down to 4 schools and will announce his college decision sometime next week. The 6'11" big man says his final 4 schools are Howard. That's right, Howard, UCLA, Kentucky, and Memphis. Maker said in April he was going to go to the NBA draft but did not sign with an agent. CBS Sports' John Rothstein says if Maker does play college basketball, Kentucky and UCLA are the 2 favorites. Looking ahead to the class of 2022, on Tuesday, Sky Clark got a Scully offer from North Carolina, and on Thursday, Kentucky is now in the running. They give him an offer. Clark is a 5-star point guard, 6'2", 200 pounds from Brentwood Academy in Nashville. He is the number 18 player in his 2022 class, but he could reclassify to 2021. It is a tradition unlike any other in Lexington. It has lasted more than 40 years. It just looked a lot different yesterday. More than 55,000 kids have attended the Bryan Lane basketball camp and previously the Don Lane basketball camp all the way back to the mid-1970s. Because of the pandemic, only 25 campers were allowed to participate this year.
We took every detail and made sure that we were following all the guidelines from the time that the camper gets out of the car to getting their temperature checked to checking them in with the questions and then social distancing them throughout the gym. They've used the same basketball all week long and they haven't had anybody rebounding for them, and nobody's touched anybody else's basketball. As you all know, we've been running camps here for a long, long time, and it's one of the largest camps in the country. And obviously this week is not, the numbers aren't there like normal, but I'm excited that you all were able to come.
And finally, Keeneland's president and CEO, Bill Thomason, is retiring at the end of this year, and Shannon Bishop Arvin will be his successor. Arvin has served as corporate counsel to Keeneland since 2008 and as secretary and advisory member of Keeneland's board of directors for the last 5 years. Arvin will become the 8th president and CEO at Keeneland and the first woman to serve in that position. Congratulations. That is a look at your 2-minute drill. More Fox 56 Morning Edition coming up right after the break.
Modern Family, tonight at 7 on Fox 56.
This is my new Shakaroni pizza. Extra cheese, extra pepperoni right to the edge, and the biggest slices in Papa John's history. But it's bigger than pizza because $1 from each sale is donated to support communities.
Rally's has a new mix and match 2 for $3 deal. You can get 2 hot and spicy chicken sandwiches, 2 delicious crispy fish sandwiches, or switch it up with one of each for just $3. We're talking $3 for flaky, wild-caught Alaskan pollock and tender, crave-worthy chicken with a kick. No matter what you're hungry for, we've got you covered. No need to thank us. Mix and match 2 Rally's spicy chicken or crispy fish sandwiches for just $3. Get Rally's delivered.
Fire up your 4th of July at Furniture World Superstore with spectacular savings on Kentucky's biggest and best selection of beautiful sofas, sectionals, and reclining furniture, dining sets, and bedroom furniture. Get a great night's sleep on a new Sealy, Stearns & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic mattress. Plus, up to 60 months interest-free financing on select items. It's stars, stripes, and savings during Furniture World Superstore's 4th of July sale. Going on now.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
Everybody knows that for over 20 years, North Broadway Auto Sales has been the best place to buy a used car. You know the slogan, at North Broadway Auto, everybody rides. But what you may not know is North Broadway Auto Sales also buys cars. If you have a car, truck, van, or SUV, and it's in running condition, we want to buy it. Any automobile, any make, any model, any year, any color. At North Broadway Auto Sales, if it runs, we want it. On New Circle Road, North Broadway Auto Sales, 293-2353.
Roll. Come on, pizza's in. Whoa. This is my new pizza, the Shakaroni, and it's bigger than pizza. Because for every Shakaroni sold, $1 is donated to the Papa John's Foundation for Building Community.
You're watching the Fox 56 Morning Edition with Bill Bryant, Andrea Walker, and meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Welcome back to the Fox 56 Morning Edition here on WDKY.
Great to have you here. It's Friday, the 3rd of July. The 4th of July is tomorrow. And, of course, we're looking for some hot weather around here. It's going to feel like, you would expect this time of year.
Let's check in with meteorologist Jim Caldwell ahead of the 4th of July weekend.
It is everything you would expect. You're right. So temperatures likely climbing close to 90 degrees. Very normal to see that around the 4th of July. We're entering the period that's hottest for us here in Kentucky. You get into July and into August, and that's when we have some of our highest numbers. So that's what we're doing, and we're going to see them out there the next few days. Right now, 65 in Lexington with 63 in Danville and Richmond at 64. So pleasant, almost, in some cases out there. It's not as bad as it has been. No precipitation on our Fox radar. And as we look at our planner for today, areas of fog here and there this morning. By noon, we're at 85 and then 87 at 5 o'clock. So we're off to the races here later today with the heat and then, of course, the humidity. When I come back in a few minutes, we'll look at that heat index forecast, and we'll try to get you up to date on the fireworks forecast, what to expect. We're going to be out at one of the shows going on across Kentucky.
All right, lot to look forward to in that full forecast shortly. Thank you. Here is what's making local headlines this morning. We are tracking the investigation into a very early morning shooting in Lexington.
It happened around 4:45 this morning. Police were first called to Center Parkway for a report of shots fired. They found the victim nearby on Cananero Drive. He was taken to the hospital with what appear to be non-life-threatening injuries. Police are still searching for the shooter.
Lexington is seeing its biggest jump in coronavirus cases to date. Health leaders announced 46 new cases. The health department says a lot of these cases are coming from people who are returning from vacation, and they're asking travelers to do some research before heading out.
Lexington's 4th of July events are looking a lot different this year. Today's Great American Pie Contest was scrapped a few weeks ago. So is tomorrow's parade and street festival. But the fireworks show will go on as planned. Officials are encouraging everyone to watch the fireworks from inside their cars. Millions of Americans are getting ready to celebrate Independence Day this weekend.
But no one in the country has freedom from the coronavirus pandemic. That's with us for this holiday, and John Lawrence reports.
Fireworks will light up the sky in some cities this 4th of July weekend, but COVID-19 is still in the air and contagious.
I hope we don't have a reprise of what happened on Memorial Day, with lots of people out there carefree rather than careful.
Johns Hopkins University reports more than 2.7 million confirmed cases in the U.S. and counting.
If you turn your back on the virus, if you turn your back on science, it's going to bite you. And that's what's happening in most of the U.S., where we're seeing increases.
President Trump, who's expected to celebrate an early Independence Day at Mount Rushmore Friday, says the U.S. has control of COVID-19.
We're putting out the fires, but other places were long before us, and they're now, it's a life, it's got a life. And we're putting out that life because that's a bad life that we're talking about.
Travel data company Arrivalist predicts more than 36 million Americans are hitting the road this holiday weekend. Health officials once again stress the importance of being cautious.
It's not that we're against bars or drinking, it's just the science. If you have lots of people in an indoor place for a long period of time not wearing masks, you're going to have spread of COVID.
I want everybody to have a good time. Carefully, prudently, please.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
And you will now have to wear a mask if you go to Myrtle Beach. The mandate extends through Labor Day. The city has seen a drastic increase in new coronavirus cases, and many cases here in Kentucky have been linked to people returning from the South Carolina city. It could be a decade before the unemployment rate in the United States recovers from the pandemic.
The Congressional Budget Office just released its 10-year forecast along with their thoughts on the overall economic growth. They're predicting the deficit could quadruple this year. Now, Kentucky unemployment claims are at an all-time high for the month of June. More than 30,000 people filed for unemployment in the week ending in June 27th. That's more than 5,600 more than the week before. The state has brought in an outside firm to help with unresolved claims. The firm quadruples the number of people able to help Kentuckians in need of unemployment assistance.
Well, breaking right now, emergency crews are responding to what looks like a very serious crash here in Lexington.
Our Olivia Russell joins us now live from the scene. She had to move out there quickly. Olivia, what do we know?
Well, Bill and Andrea, we have been told that one person has died in this crash. We're told it was a two-vehicle crash here. And as I pulled up just a few minutes ago, I saw a lot of smoke coming from this area. And that smoke has been coming back. Firefighters still working to make sure that is taken care of. But I also saw one person taken just in an ambulance just a couple seconds ago, actually. Person seemed to be in handcuffs and also followed in that ambulance by police officers. But of course, they are still investigating the scene. Very, very new. So we are working to get more details, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more. But for now, reporting live in Lexington, Olivia Russell for the Fox 56 Morning Edition.
Fortunate kickoff to the holiday weekend,
it is.
certainly.
Tough scene this morning. And we appreciate the report, and we'll stay on that. Well, many restaurants have reopened in the Commonwealth now, but some are waiting longer for that.
Some restaurant owners tell us that opening their dining rooms back to smaller numbers just wasn't worth it. Others say they didn't feel right about it. Many restaurants that have opened do have those smaller crowds. The co-owner of Old Vine Bistro here in Lexington says this almost means less staff.
What was your staff size before COVID?
Between 32 and 35.
And now?
Right now, we're at about 13.
Restaurants that did reopen can now serve up to 50% of their indoor capacity. Well, Kings Island is back open for a new season. Guests will have to deal with temperature checks at the gate and social distancing measures once inside. The park is telling visitors to download its app to reserve tickets and view a virtual map. They've also added some sanitation stations.
I will tell you, it's not easy. It really is not easy. But, to keep our associates safe, to keep each other safe, face coverings are required at the park.
Now, visitors will be able to ride Kings Island's newest attraction, Orion. The coaster has a 300-foot drop, and it's one of the world's 7 giga coasters.
All right. Don't lose your mask on that, I guess, right?
Oh, it may fly off there. Well, here's something else going on despite the pandemic, the 50-mile yard sale.
Getting underway, the annual event spans Kentucky 52 in Breathitt, Estill, and Lee counties. The State Transportation Cabinet is asking drivers to be extra careful in that area for the next 2 days. Now, these roadside events are popular in Kentucky, and officials say folks do need to be on the lookout for shoppers and parked cars.
I think that's been the number one question in our newsroom is, can we have yard sales again?
I know. A lot of people do wonder about that.
Right.
And, if you're very careful and keep your distance, apparently those are being allowed.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're watching the Fox 56 Morning Edition, your only local newscast from 7 to 8.
7:38 is our time, and still to come why some evidence in the Breonna Taylor case may never be made public. We'll have that.
Temperatures are at a pretty comfortable level here for us this morning, but they won't stay that way. They climb, and I track it for you. Coming up.
This portion of the Morning Edition is brought to you by Fayette's Heating and Air.
Shop the Castle's biggest sale ever.
Diamond stackable rings retail $640. Castle price only $279. 2-carat diamond tennis bracelets retail $30.39. Castle price $11.95.
Don't miss this sale.
Shop 11 Castle locations of thecastleJewelry.com.
This mother won't guilt trip you, doesn't expect you to call her back, won't stalk you on social, and doesn't compare you to your siblings. Too bad it's not your mother, but now it can be. The new Mother Cruncher chicken sandwich from Rally's. Crispy, crunchy, all-white meat with our signature squawk sauce and all the mother-loving fixings. Or the smoky sweet bacon barbecue Mother Cruncher. Get a better mother. The new Mother Cruncher chicken sandwiches, starting at $3.99. Get Rally's delivered.
The COVID-19 pandemic has taken a catastrophic toll on Kentucky businesses. At Golden Law Office, our attorneys have handled countless insurance coverage disputes. Business insurance policies include coverage for business loss interruption, which may be required to pay your lost net income. Some policies contain additional coverage through virus endorsements or civil authority shutdown. Golden Law Office will review your insurance contract at no charge to determine if your business is covered for loss of income. Call Golden Law Office at 859-469-5000.
The coronavirus is wrecking Kentucky's budgets. If Mitch McConnell doesn't act, there will be painful cuts to essential public services. Fewer teachers and nurses, longer response times, dirtier streets. McConnell's answer? Let Kentucky go bankrupt. Text FUND to 237-263 to tell McConnell to fund Kentucky's essential public services. AFSCME is responsible for the content of this ad.
Too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York.
Sometimes you run out of fresh at the wrong time. Luckily, Kroger Delivery and free pickup make it easy to grab what you need, so you can get back to being you. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You don't have to wear smaller diamonds.
No matter what your budget, no matter what size diamond you want, for the highest quality at the lowest price, shop the Castle. Nobody makes I Do as big and affordable as we do.
Shop 11 Castle locations or thecastlejewelry.com.
This portion of the Morning Edition is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan.
Shines up high in the sky, and here we go, off and running on this third day of July. Sun is out, the heat is coming soon. Right now in Somerset, that's what you can see, the sunshine and some fog and mist off in the distance. Some haze here in Lexington as well, as the sun is starting to light everything up for us as well. You can see it clearly there on our shot looking west, back toward downtown and beyond on Winchester Road. Temperatures 60s, 170-degree reading there in Jackson. This is in our immediate area. Now you start working your way up on some of our fringe locations and you find more 70s, but most of us are in the 60s. Now, you look at our precipitation. Wait a minute. What precipitation? That's where we are. After going through rounds of very heavy rain early on this week, now we're like this. A clean picture on our Fox radar. No showers, no thunderstorms anywhere in the Commonwealth this morning. And as you look ahead here with our hour by hour, probably won't see any later today either. Highs likely reaching upper 80s to around 90 with heat index values that'll go a little bit warmer than that. We make our way toward your Saturday. Saturday starts off uncomfortable with upper 60s, low 70s, steamy, and eventually a scattered shower or a thunderstorm develops. Now, you see that happening here during the afternoon hours, and a few more that we'll work through as we dig a little deeper into the evening. Well, we're hot. Now, we're a typical hot, and it's nothing that's off the charts, but it's still hot, either way you look at it. Now, let's advance into Sunday, and you will find a little more rain out there. Some more showers, some more thunderstorms, with temperatures hovering right around 90 degrees. If you're heading out to fireworks on, I almost said Friday because it sounded good, on Saturday night, 77 at 10 o'clock, and a small storm risk in the area. So just be prepared for that. If you are heading out to Lexington's or your towns, all of it is about the same. Summer sizzle returns, and it holds steady. What we need is an invasion of some cooler air from Canada to shake things up. Pattern stays basically like that with no real flow to anything, at least getting in here and being redirected into the Commonwealth. Full 7-day forecast there shows all that heat. All right, let's see what's happening out there in the world of traffic this morning. The Lexington Fayette Urban County Government Traffic Cam. We have it locked in on New Circle and North Broadway. Some cars are out there wandering around, at least a few, but no major issues to report for you at this moment.
Okay, looks good out there at the moment, with the exception of that one situation that we're following very closely on the north side of town. 7:45 is our time right now, and we have more news for you now.
We're learning more about an investigation into a deadly overnight shooting in Pulaski County. Bobby Ray Ross is facing a number of charges, including murder.
Police say he shot and killed Estill Ridner last night in the Sloans Valley area. Another man also had gunshot wounds, and the investigation into that is continuing this hour.
Also new this morning, a former Laurel County constable will have to pay thousands of dollars to the family of a shooting victim. Bobby Joe Smith shot and killed a man while serving a warrant back in 2016. He served a year in jail for reckless homicide. The victim's father filed a civil suit against Smith and the judge executive. A judge had ordered both of them to pay $152,000 to the victim's family. Removing the Jefferson Davis statue from Kentucky's Capitol came with a hefty price tag. According to the Herald Leader, the state paid a Lexington company $225,000 to relocate the monument. Ultimately, the statue will stand at the Jefferson Davis Historic Site in Todd County.
Senator Mitch McConnell says other monuments across the country are under attack. He believes the 4th of July is about celebrating America's founding fathers and the system they established. As protesters question certain monuments, Senator McConnell says it's important to remember what they stand for.
So while we have far-left mobs attacking statues of our founding fathers from coast to coast, we have far-left politicians attacking the institutions those founders left us.
President Trump will kick off the 4th of July weekend at Mount Rushmore. Tribal leaders are protesting the event because the monument sits on Native American land. Well, celebrating the 4th of July safely.
We'll have details coming up for you in Healthier You.
Sleep Outfitters, outfitting you for a healthy life.
She attacked me, punched me in the face.
And she had blood on her hands, which I assume was yours, not hers.
Correct.
Judge Judy.
Today at 5 on Fox 56.
Ashley Home Store Stars and Stripes sale is even bigger this weekend. Thursday to Monday only. Get 0% financing for 5 years with 3 months payment assistance. Or save up to 25% off store-wide. Book an in-store or virtual appointment today. Ashley Home Store.
Hey, I'm Kyle Busch. Watch Toyota. Show them how it's done at Kentucky Speedway.
Your local Toyota dealers welcome back the Quaker State 400 July 12th. And they're inviting you to get behind the wheel of the race-inspired Camry. Now with $1,000 customer cash. Or a low lease for $229 a month. The adventurous new RAV4 is just $199 a month. And the rugged Tacoma comes with $1,500 customer cash.
Toyota's back to win it all.
Today, tomorrow, Toyota.
When my children were young, I would go to their bedroom and just watch them sleep. And as I stood there, I would think, they're counting on me. You know, when you hire us for your injury case, the thought I always have is, of course, for you, but also for your family and all those that count on you. You see, I think about them just as much as I think about you. In your time of need, you can count on me. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Everyone knows Glenn's Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a great place to buy a car, truck, or SUV. But it doesn't stop there. Our factory-trained technicians and service advisors have all the tools, parts, and expertise to keep your vehicle running its best.
And Glenn's Freedom is here to help through our VIP service program. We're now picking up and dropping off your vehicle for repair. Plus, your vehicle will be completely sanitized prior to dropping it back off at your home.
From routine maintenance to major repairs, trust the pros at Glenn's Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Ashley Home Store Stars and Stripes sale is even bigger this weekend. Thursday to Monday, find huge savings up to 50% off. Get this upholstered sofa, now only $249. Contact us today to set up an in-store or virtual appointment. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Friday Night SmackDown is all new.
You gotta be kidding me!
All the action. New Friday Night SmackDown.
Tonight at 8 on Fox 56.
We welcome you back to the Fox 56 Morning Edition, rolling up on 7:50. 4th of July celebrations are happening this weekend, and hopefully they're going to look a bit different this year.
They're supposed to. Still, Melissa Rainey has some important fireworks safety tips in this morning's Fox 56 Healthier You.
The large Independence Day celebrations we're used to, complete with show-stopping fireworks displays, may be on hold this year in many places due to coronavirus. And that means many people might be tempted to create smaller fireworks shows of their own. And that has experts worried. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, about 10,000 people were treated for fireworks-related injuries in 2019. 73% of those occurred around the 4th of July. Handheld sparklers were the #1 item behind those accidents. That's why the CPSC wants to remind us all how to safely handle these potentially dangerous items. First, find out what's legal in your area to use. Never allow children to ignite or handle these items. Have a bucket of water or hose nearby. Light fireworks one at a time, then back away quickly. Never try to light or relight malfunctioning fireworks. Never point devices at people, and douse fireworks in water before disposing of them. These tips can help ensure you have a fun and safe time this holiday weekend. For today's Health Minute, I'm Melissa Rainey.
Be safe. That is the bottom line. It is 7:51 right now.
We have more to come. Stay with us.
Experience a place where joy is second nature. Gatlinburg, the
mountains are calling. Register to win a free getaway at Gatlinburg.com.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Have both Medicare and Medicaid? Now's the time to explore your options and choose the coverage that's right for you. Choose a plan that offers you more benefits at no additional cost. Over 6.5 million members turn to WellCare for benefits and services that go beyond basic Medicare and help them lead better, healthier lives. Choose a plan with $0 or low monthly premiums, copays, and deductibles. And with WellCare, you don't just pay less, you get more. Medicare Advantage plans combine Medicare Parts A and B plus prescription drug coverage and include valuable extra benefits at no added cost. You can also get dental, vision, and hearing coverage, plus help paying for those everyday items you buy at the pharmacy, like vitamins, cold remedies, and toothpaste, free transportation to and from doctor's appointments and pharmacies, and a free gym membership. WellCare offers high-quality primary care providers, specialists, and hospitals from a network of over 660,000 providers. Call us at 1-866-747-8169 to speak to a friendly licensed representative and request a free all-in-one guide. There's no obligation. We're here to help you review your options to see if a WellCare plan is the right decision for you. WellCare is a leader in government-sponsored health care and has been serving those with Medicare, Medicaid, and prescription drug for more than 30 years. Call now. We're here to answer your questions and even assist enrolling you over the phone. Choose the company that puts your health first. WellCare. Beyond healthcare, a better you. Call now and get a free copy of our all-in-one guide. 1-866-747-8169.
Know more about what's happening in Central Kentucky and around the world. Know first when breaking news impacts you. Central Kentucky's only hour-long news program. Know more, know first. Fox 56 10 o'clock news.
Good morning, everybody. Five-star center Maker says he is down to 4 schools and will announce his college decision sometime next week. The 6'11" big man says his final 4 schools are Howard. That's right, Howard, UCLA, Kentucky, and Memphis. Maker said in April he was going to go to the NBA draft but did not sign with an agent. CBS Sports' John Rothstein says if Maker does play college basketball, Kentucky and UCLA are the 2 favorites. Looking ahead to the class of 2022, on Tuesday, Sky Clark got a Scully offer from North Carolina, and on Thursday, Kentucky is now in the running. They give him an offer. Clark is a 5-star point guard, 6'2", 200 pounds from Brentwood Academy in Nashville. He is the number 18 player in his 2022 class, but he could reclassify to 2021. It is a tradition unlike any other in Lexington. It has lasted more than 40 years. It just looked a lot different yesterday. More than 55,000 kids have attended the Bryan Lane basketball camp and previously the Don Lane basketball camp all the way back to the mid-1970s. Because of the pandemic, only 25 campers were allowed to participate this year.
We took every detail and made sure that we were following all the guidelines from the time that the camper gets out of the car to getting their temperature checked to checking them in with the questions and then social distancing them throughout the gym. They've used the same basketball all week long, and they haven't had anybody rebounding for them, and nobody's touched anybody else's basketball. As you all know, we've been running camps here for a long, long time, and it's one of the largest camps in the country. And obviously this week is not, the numbers aren't there like normal, but I'm excited that you all were able to come.
And finally, Keeneland's president and CEO, Bill Thomason, is retiring at the end of this year, and Shannon Bishop Arvin will be his successor. Arvin has served as corporate counsel to Keeneland since 2008 and as secretary and advisory member of Keeneland's board of directors for the last 5 years. Arvin will become the 8th president and CEO at Keeneland and the first woman to serve in that position. Congratulations. That is a look at your 2-minute drill. More Fox 56 Morning Edition coming up right after the break.
Whenever you see a lawyer bragging they got their client money, the question you really have to ask is, what was that case really worth if it was handled by a great lawyer? Look, $100,000 sounds like a lot of money, but not if you had a life-changing injury. You know who else knows this? Insurance companies. They know which firms are real and which will fold, and they hope you'll hire the wrong law firm. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
If you're at home thinking about your financial plan, so are we. Prudential helps 1 in 7 Americans with their financial needs. That's over 25 million people. With over 90 years of investment experience, our thousands of financial professionals can help with secure video chat or on the phone. We make it easy for you with online tools, e-signatures, and no medical exam life insurance. Plan for better days. Go to Prudential.com or talk to an advisor.
Fire up your 4th of July at Furniture World Superstore with spectacular savings on Kentucky's biggest and best selection of beautiful sofas, sectionals, and reclining furniture, dining sets, and bedroom furniture. Get a great night's sleep on a new Sealy, Stearns & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic mattress. Plus, up to 60 months interest-free financing on select items. It's stars, stripes, and savings during Furniture World Superstore's 4th of July sale. Going on now.
Come see the difference family makes at Furniture World Superstore.
For your next clogged drain, don't call a general plumber, call a specialist. The experts at Lex Reuter specialize in clogged drains and pipes. We offer preventative maintenance and 24-hour emergency service for your peace of mind. Lex Reuter, we keep you flowing.
It is simply unbelievable. Now, the mobs have come for our founders and our heroes. Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, General Grant, who brought the Civil War to an end, freeing the slaves, the World War II Memorial. Governors and mayors stood down and watched criminals spray paint churches, topple statues, and harass police. Seattle's mayor lets gangs ban police from several square blocks. People have been killed, but a large statue of Vladimir Lenin remains, while our own founding fathers are dragged through the dirt. Americans know that an imperfect nation built by imperfect heroes is still the most perfect union the world has ever seen. When the dust settles, it is never the mobs or the bullies whom we honor. It is the brave leaders who confront them. I'm Mitch McConnell, and I approve this message.
MLS is back on Fox with the first of its kind cup-style tournament. Game on! Atlanta United battle the New York Red Bulls.
Saturday, July 11th on Fox 56.
The romance novelist who wrote How to Murder Your Husband.
FYI, she took her own advice.
Daily Mail TV.
Tonight at 11 on Fox 56.
Temperatures should heat up in a big way out there today. Highs close to 90 degrees, and we'll keep that pattern going through next week.
And that is quite the pattern, all right, with that heat and humidity. We want to thank you so much for being with us on the Fox 56 Morning Edition. And don't forget the 10 o'clock news tonight.
Stay safe, everybody. Have a good weekend.
The Castle is the biggest discounter of diamonds, fine jewelry, and pre-owned Rolex watches. The Castle also pays the highest price for scrap gold and will loan you money on almost anything of value. When there's too much month at the end of the money, the Castle will help.
Remember, if you need a loan,
there's no hassle at the Castle.
When you get hurt, you need help, and you need it fast.
Call 800-800-4600.
Hughes and Coleman, 800-800-4600.
The great American outdoors are closer than you think. Choose Steel and create the outdoor living space you've always wanted. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Pick up at over 9,000 local Steel dealers. Real Steel. Find yours at SteelDealers.com.
Your kids, all of them. Your career, your home. You take care of so many things. Don't forget to take care of you. Baptist Health Lexington makes it easy with care designed just for women. Everything from screenings and gynecological services to specialized treatments for hearts, bones, and more. You're always there for them. We're always here for you. Baptist Health Lexington, focused on women, centered on you.
Friday Night Smackdown is all new.
Are you ready? You gotta be kidding me!
All the action.
And here we go!
All new Friday Night Smackdown.
Tonight at 8 on Fox 56.
The Castle is the biggest discounter of diamonds, fine jewelry, and pre-owned Rolex watches. You know, gold is near a record high again. Don't miss this opportunity to turn your old or broken jewelry into cash. Get the highest price for scrap gold today at 11 Castle locations.
The following program is a paid commercial, which has been paid for by the advertiser whose products and/or services are featured in this program.